Alright, today we're in for a treat. We're playing Gimli with a gun, Nenukil. 3 things before we jump in. Number 1, even though it says rank 50 on the page, I'm actually playing him at rank 1 through this run. It will be my first time going through M16 with Nenukil. Number 2, I'll be playing him carry down the left hand side. And number 3, I thought it would be appropriate to try a one-shot build. After all, he can only shoot once. So let's get into the divinations, the decks, the perks, and the pathing. We rolled 13 fast divinations, taking a scroll of speed and a multishot, a helping hand, ember storm, and trace. Nothing. A scry and a trace. A vigilance. Nothing. A fire blast, an uproot, and a slice. Nothing, although in hindsight I would have taken the Shiv. A scry, a scroll of speed, and a slice. Nothing. Nothing again. A helping hand, an ember storm, an enchant of initiative. Nothing here either. A helping hand, and that rounds out the divinations. I'll see you shortly in town. Okay, we're about to head out of Act 1 town, so let's go through the character setups, starting with Andrin. We have Trace, Vigilance, Setup and Scavenge to chain through the deck, draw a lot of cards. And our goal is to get a Chant of Initiative off on Cornelius, as well as an Expert Tracker off, preferably on Cornelius, sometimes on Lyre. If we have any energy left over, then we'll be trying to cast Uproot to apply Vulnerable to the enemies. After Andrin, Cornelius would go next, having received a Chant of Initiative. And Cornelius' role is quite simple. It's to cast Scroll of Speed on Lyre, Scroll of Speed on Nenukil, and Scroll of Intellect on either Lyre or Nenukil. Sometimes we'll do 1 to Lyre, 1 to Nenu, sometimes 2 to Nenu. If we've drawn a hand of 7 with Cornelius, then we'll be trying to play a couple of Ember Storms to apply some damage to the enemies. Lyre will be going next, and her job is to buff Nenukil. We'll be applying Bless to Nenu with Benediction and Lay on Pause, as well as Energize and Inspire with Detoxify Delay Response combo. We'll also be trying to get Nenu to 5 Inspire for an opening hand of 10 with Helping Hand, and we'll be deck manipulating him with Scry. Note that we have very low powerful sources, so we actually need both Inner Fires on Lyre to put on Nenukil to make sure that Nenu starts on max powerful stacks to pop off. Any excess cards and energy will be spent on Piercing Howl to apply slow and vulnerable to the enemies. Then on Nenukil, Nenu will be starting with 6 energy, typically either having received 2 Scroll of Intellects from Cornelius or 1 from Corn, as well as a delay response from Lyre. And to spend that 6 energy, we're trying to play Blade Flurry to stack up some Fury, Camouflage into a Blade Dance, as well as Multishot for free. We'd like to proceed all of that with a Chant of Accuracy to give ourselves a buff to Sharp if possible. We have 2 Slices for free damage, as well as Scavenge and Setup for a bit of deck manipulation and returning cards from the discard pile. Note that this is my first time running Nenu, and in hindsight, I should have put 2 Shivs at least in the deck because they're not ranged attacks, so they don't count towards his passive. And I would have taken out a toolbox and a hit and run for at least 2 Shivs. As a brief reminder, Nenu's passive is Loaded Gun, so if you have ranged attacks in the opening hand, they're reduced by 2, but you can only play 1. So ideally, we'd really like to get just 1 multi-shot exactly in the early game. For perks on Nenu, I go all shards and as much gold as I could. I perked fast because Greased Gears will give him a flat damage buff, that's his level 5, and just 1 speed to put him on parity with Lyre. And I went stealth because I like Camouflage and Vanish in the late game. Because we're doing a bit of hybrid damage, I went full way down Slashing Tree, full way down Piercing Tree, a little bit of Sharp as well because of Camouflage and Chant of Accuracy. And he is a Fury character, we're playing Blade Flurry. So I'm doing Fury gives 5% instead of 3 with the additional charge. In the Elemental Tree, I'm going to be converting him to Fire with Volcanic Axe, so I went all the way down this tree, and in hindsight, I probably should have done 1 additional burn and taken maybe 1 out of the initial gold if I was playing this again. For the one-shot style, we go Powerful increases damage and healing done by 10%, and you lose all stacks at the end of the turn. And then, of course, same thing with Bless. We're having Bless deal 1.5 per charge, but no longer increases healing received. As for Andrin's perks, we went full golden shards, We're going fast for obvious reasons. We're playing Chant of Initiative, we'll be picking up the Forest Crown, and we're making Andred himself as fast as possible. I'd like to play Wolfie, as well as potentially Rupture and Captivating Voice, so we perk to slow. And we're doing Sight, Dispels, Stealth, just in case for some problematic units. And because Nenu's going to be doing slashing damage in the early game, I'm slightly nervous about Ylmir, and so I'm doing Mark, reduces slashing damage by 0.3% per charge for Wild Hunt. We're buffing Nenu's Camouflage by having Stealth increased damage by 25% per charge instead of 20, same with Vanish. It's a small buff to Nenu. And then, just in case we pick up a Chant of Accuracy on Andrin, I'm perking a Sharp, as well as we're playing Uproot, so I'll be applying an additional vulnerable charge on Andrin too. As for Corndog, his perks are quite straightforward. We went all gold and shards. We're playing Scroll of Speed, so that's why we're perking fast. We're making him as fast as possible. Might be playing Shock Nova, so I perked slow. In the physical tree, he's chipping in by having vulnerable charges on enemies, maximum stacks increased by 1. And then in the elemental tree, he might be doing some fire damage himself. We'll be applying a lot of burn in the late game, so we went full way down this tree. Maybe some powerful through items. And of course for the sport characters, I really like the Inspire draws 2 perk, but maximum charges are capped at 1. And then finally for Liar's perks, a little bit unusual for me. I went full gold and shards like normal, but I did perk a few health. I wasn't really sure what our damage potential would be like in the mid to late game, so I perked a little bit of health. Normally I would put that in evasion. Instead, we want to make Liar as fast as possible. We're playing Piercing Howl, so we did some slow. We're playing Detoxify, so we went buffer. Usually I would take these 3 out and stick them in the evasion slot. Physical, we're obviously playing Piercing Howl like I mentioned, and we may be picking up a scrappy variant that applies vulnerable. So I went in vulnerable applies additional charge here. We'll be playing Divine Power, and we obviously have the Inner Fires, so we're doing powerful +2 charges down this tree. Like I mentioned, the support characters, I do really like the Inspire draws 2 perk. In the Mystical tree, I wasn't sure how much healing we would need, so I perked these 2 just in case we did the Hydra Egg Free Lover combo. And just shoved a couple of points into heal, and obviously we're going Bless for obvious reasons. So those are the setups. We didn't buy anything in the shop. We have no money left for the caravan. And in terms of how I'm going to attack this run, I'm going to do kind of a hybrid. You've probably watched my videos before. You'd know I like to high score. I'll flash up the path. And so for this run, I am going to do kind of a hybrid of try hard, but I'm also obviously going to path to the Obsidian Uprising in Act 2 and Velkrath. It's not optimal for score, but obviously we want to go see the new content with Nenu. And so here I'm, kind of hybrid tryharding, deploying some of my usual strategies. If a company releases a new car, you want someone to take it out on the test track, really push it full throttle, see what it could do. So that was my goal with Nenukil, to see can he OTK and really play aggressive in my usual one-shot style. So we're going to go to the caravan. We're not going to buy anything, but it does give us more score. Maybe in hindsight, could have picked up this Poison Dagger for a bit of extra damage. And I'll jump into this fight, and we'll see if we can OTK with Nenukil. Okay, here we go. We'll take a peek on what's on top. Don't need these because we have Chant of Initiative in our hand. We'll draw, set up. Stick this back. With Adrenaline, uproot the enemies, chant Corndog. We'll expert track a Liar. I think we'll put back the Detox, the Scry in the discard pile, keeping the rest. Rest looks good to me. We'll trace Nenu. Getting rid of Scavenge and for sure this hit and run. Okay, on Corndog, we can double scroll Nenu because Liar already has an Inspire on her. The sounds are so good. Loving the new sounds. We'll draw. And because Nenu already has 2 Inspire, we don't need 4 Helping Hands, just 3 is fine. This puts Nenu up to a hand of 10. And we 100% need both these Inner Fires to get him up to full powerful. We'll scry him again. For sure, ditching this toolbox, don't need that. Okay, we'll start with a Chant of Accuracy. Blade Flurry is somewhere in the deck. We'll draw with Camouflage and Blade Dance. Multishot, Double Slice, and Blade Flurry Jasper down. Oh, lovely. We'll take this Delay Response and the Camouflage. Nothing else, and we'll keep moving forward. Here we're at our first Corruptor, Heavily Armaments. This is a very tough fight. I'm going to get rid of these. We'll draw. We'll draw. Stick this back. Really want an Adrenaline here. Perfect, we find it. So we'll Chant Corn Dog, uproot the enemy's resistances down. And here I'm actually going to get rid of Scry, Lay, Helping Hand, Helping Hand. We have 5 Helping Hands in the deck. I want to keep Inner Fire. We have to keep Inner Fire for powerful. I want to keep Delay Response and Piercing Howl. We'll trace Nenu. I found this Corrupted Sprint. It's actually not very good. I thought maybe it'll make a difference to Hit and Run. Hit and Run's still terrible with the Sprint, so I'm going to get rid of that. And then we'll Scroll, Liar, and Flare Bob, passing the turn to Liar. We're going to draw with Liar. Let's put this Scry back on the top. And we can detox Nenu. We can delay Nenu. We have to give him powerful, which is why we kept the Inner Fire. We're going to Piercing Howl, the enemy's resistance is down lower. Bless Nenu, and now he's up to 5 Inspire, drawing a hand of 10. We'll start with the Chant of Accuracy like usual. And this time we're going to Blade Flurry the front unit so that we can get 6 Fury, which is a 30% damage multiplier, along with the 70% from powerful. We'll Camouflage into Multishot. We'll Camouflage into Blade Dance. We're going to slice the sheep, going to slice the wild boar, scavenge back the slice. And this is where I'm punished for having no small weapons like Shiv, for example, in the deck. Because you can see here, we'll slice, we will set up, we'll put back the Multishot, we'll toolbox to make ourselves. Hit and Run does 37, we'll wrench, and now it does 41, 4 extra damage, fantastic. And if one of these was a Shiv, or even a Poison and Dart, we would have killed him, and so that's my mistake. Next time I take him out, I'll be replacing these with Shivs and Poison Dart. So we're going to take a little bit of damage here from Bob, which is fine. We have Lay on Pause on Liar to heal Nenu back up in subsequent fights. It's just kind of annoying knowing that I could have prevented this. Yeah, it's just kind of annoying. Here we're going to jump Liar ahead, and we'll Hunter's Mark Bob. We'll trace Liar. I think getting rid of these, keeping 1 Helping Hand is fine. We did find the Lay on Pause, so we'll do that. We'll do a Benediction. We'll Helping Hand Nenu, Scry Nenu, getting rid of, yeah, it doesn't really matter. We're going to kill him. So yeah, look, we're fine. We'll heal up. It's just, it's annoying for my pride that we had to wait till turn 2, but look, lesson learned for the next time. We found an Expected Prophecy. Look, here's the Shiv that I've been talking about. I did not take it, and I'm going back and replicating what I did on the run. Should have taken this, didn't take it. And so we'll keep moving forward here, and I'll see you inside the hatch. Okay, here we are at the Corruptor fight, just before the Imp statue in the hatch. And you can see we're up against Thorn Proliferation. I've skipped to Nenu's turn. You've seen the setup, so we'll go straight to the pop-off turn. We'll Chant of Accuracy. In this case, the champion unit Pumbaa is at the front, so I'll start with the Blade Flurry. We'll Camouflage into the Blade Dance. Multishot. And then we can slice, slice, Hit and Run, scavenge back the slice, and you'll see the sheep is going to die to burn. Thorn Proliferation, very tough, but luckily we have Lay on Pause, so we can Nenukil to get him back up. Here, I don't think we'll take anything on Liar, nothing on Andrin, Nothing on Nenu, and we'll take this shot over on Cornelius. And I'll see you shortly in the imp fight. Okay, here we are against the imp, and we'll chant. We will camouflage into a blade dance. We will camouflage again into a multi-shot. I love the sound of these imps. They're one of my favorites. They kind of remind me of the Diablo 2. There's a swamp act, and there are these little creatures called fetishes. And the imp sound really, for some reason, just really randomly reminds me of these Diablo 2 Act 3 units, the little fetish in the swamp zone. It's very satisfying. Here, I think we'll take a scavenge on Nenu. I don't think we'll take any of these. Yeah, I don't know if we need another Ember Storm on Corn or not. Probably not. We'll hit level 2. And we'll come here, we'll have Nenu drink the book. I think there are good candidates here all around. I could see it going on Lyre or Corndog. We'll do it on Nenu. And we're going to level up Andrin here for Wild Hunt. And we're going to level up Nenukil as well. And as a reminder, I have him rank 1. So our cards are not going to be doing... Normally extra gunpowder would be doing plus 25% instead of plus 15%. But such is life. It's our first playthrough with Nenukil, and so we're going to level him up. This is going to be amazing, extra gunpowder. And then what we'll do is we'll leave Cornelius, and we'll leave Lyre at level 1 for now. Here I think we put the lockpicks on Nenukil. This is a good little damage boost until we convert to fire. Nothing else, and then I'm going to skip to the Belfior fight. See you there shortly. Okay, here we are against Belfior. You can see we accumulated a fantastic Wild Hunt, which is also lowering his slashing resistance here. The mark's doing 7% because of the perk on Andrin. We'll start with a sprint and a chant of accuracy, as per usual. We're up to 9 energy on Nenu. Because we have 9 cards in the hand, I'm going to ditch a slice here so that we can draw 3 with setup. And we'll put back the slice and a multi-shot here. We'll extra gunpowder. Normally this would give us plus 25% damage, but as I mentioned, I'm rank 1, so we're getting plus 15%. Would really help, to be honest. I just wanted to dive in with him. We'll Blade Flurry. This is absolutely bonkers damage. We're going to scavenge a slice to the top of the deck, draw 2 with multi-shot into our 2 slices. We can hit and run, hit and run, hit and run, slice, and slice to finish him off. Awesome. Would have been much easier with the with the good extra gunpowder. Won't take any of this, and see you shortly. Okay, here we are at the Corruptor just before the Dryad fight, and I'm honestly racking my brain trying to remember why is Andrin at half health? I don't know. I think we had a Thorns Proliferation. Maybe we rolled into a turn 2. We're not too unhealthy. We'll be fine, but yeah, if you're wondering why, I honestly cannot remember. I think I'm going to actually Searing Blast for this camouflage, and then we'll camouflage again, this time into the Blade Dance. Nice. Then we can Gunpowder the Multi-Shot, draw a couple of cards, we can hit and run, slice, scavenge back a slice, and keep moving forward here. We got a free upgrade from this, so I'm not going to take anything here. Well, this is useless, but we'll upgrade, I guess, a Helping Hand. We'll upgrade Shock Nova on Corndog. We'll upgrade Hunter's Mark on Andrin, and we'll upgrade a Scavenge on Nenu. And I'll see you shortly in the Dryad fight. Okay, here we are against the Dryad. Corndog took the Moonfire hit, unfortunately. We'll sprint. The setup's the same, so I'm just skipping to Nenu's pop-off turn. And we'll Camouflage here, Searing Blast everyone down, take a bit of Thorns damage. We'll throw out a Slice so that we can draw 3 with setup. Putting back a multi-shot. You can extra Gunpowder now. Blade Flurry. Scavenge back the Blade Flurry. It's going to do a lot of damage. We can hit and run. Slice. Scavenge back the Slice, and just finish her off just. Again, if extra Gunpowder was plus 25%, would have made a nice difference. We'll take an additional Benediction for now, on the way to Ylmir. Nothing else here. We'll wait for the Moonstone. Here I'll take the helmet on Lyre. On Corndog I'll take these leather boots to make them corrupted. We'll take the Forest Crown on Andrim. And we'll be able to craft another pair of these rocket boots. So for now I'm going to take the Dryad Mask on Nenu. And we'll skip a couple of fights and I'll see you shortly at Ylmir. Okay, here we are against Ylmir. You can see I used the the Moonstone to get rid of the Dryad. I am not fully comfortable with Nenu just yet, so we're not high scoring either. Truly min-maxing on this run, so use the Moonstone. I'm gonna Hunter's Mark Ylmir. We'll track Nenu like this. I think we'll probably get rid of everything. We had an amazing card reward on the way here. We got an upgraded ambidextrous. Don't ask me how. Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll get rid of this. Pass to Corndog. And we'll speed up. Not that it really makes a difference here. Scroll of Intellect for each to get the Inspire chain going. We will scry ourselves, getting rid of this Detoxify, I think. And then we'll draw. Put the scry back. We'll draw again. This Helping Hand back. We can delay Nenu. Inner Fire, Helping Hand. He's up to 5 Inspire now. We'll scry him as well. And I think we'll get rid of this Blade Dance, and the hit and run is probably okay. Okay, so let's Benediction and lay on pause Nenu. And unfortunately the Zeal, the plus 6% damage, it actually gets knocked off by the Heat Surge. There's a bit of dissynergy there. We will extra Gunpowder, Chant of Accuracy ourselves. We'll Chant of Accuracy ourselves again. We found another one. And we will Multishot. Finding our Ambidextrous. We're going to copy the Blade Flurry. It's so good. We will... oh, we just can't quite get the Trunky down, unfortunately. Okay, so we'll Blade Flurry. We're not going to get him turn 1, I don't think. There's probably a way, but... well, I'm not, I don't have the patience for it on this run, so we're going to roll into turn 2. Kill him on turn 2 instead. Here I think we can Adrenaline. We can see what we get off the top. We'll put, I don't know, this Deflect back or something. It's probably fine. We can Ode Cornelius. I want Cornelius to do it. We'll Detection. We'll finish with the Uproot here. Passing to Lyre. Oh, perfect. We can we're going to give Corn Powerful. Corn's the real star of the show here. And Vulnerable. Pass the turn to Corndog. Excellent. Corn's the real carry of the run. Alright. Love it. Okay, Ylmir down. You can see Nenu's early game's a little bit tough. A little bit of a struggle. We'll take this equivalent exchange for sure on Cornelius. Look at this epic card that we absolutely will never take unless we're memeing. And as far as the loot's concerned, I think all good here. Nothing I really fancy. So we'll keep moving on to Act 2. We're going to head to Velkrath. And we'll keep moving on here. Okay, here we are in Act 2 town, about to head out. Let's go through the decks. So Lyre, we of course have our delay responses. We'll be keeping these all the way through the run. We removed Benediction and Inner Fire, and we are doing all of that now in one card in the form of Divine Power. We have an upgraded Fortune Telling. We of course have our Helping Hands for Inspire, otherwise everything is the same. On Cornelius, we picked up this Bookworm, if you remember, in Act 1, and we bought the Scroll of Intellect upgraded. We changed a Scroll of Speed to blue, which will be fetching out the deck with Bookworm. We leveled up to 2. We have our equivalent exchange that we spiked in Act 1, and I think his deck is pretty straightforward. Nice lean 15 cards. Same story for Andrim. We have a lean 15, and we have our Vigilance and Trace setup still. And speaking of setup, we still have our setup. The goal is the same, to Chant of Initiative Cornelius and to Expert Tracker Colleague. Then on Nenu, I bought this Adrenaline. We, of course, have this ridiculous Ambidextrous that we somehow managed to pick up in Act 1. I also bought a Fan of Knives, where, at least for now, that will be the primary target of Ambidextrous. We're going to copy this a bunch and scavenge it back with our 2 scavengers. I also bought this Vanish as just an additional multiplier before one of those AoE attacks and got rid of all the hit and runs and things like that. From an equipment standpoint, we have this Rifty that I bought on Nenukil. I bought this Handbook on Andrin, and we have Wolfie on Andrin too. So let's head out. Why do we have Wolfie? Well, we're heading to the Obsidian Uprising to try out some of the new content, and here's the path. And as you can see, we passed the Strange Team, the pet trainer. So we'll be upgrading Wolfie there, moving on to the Raging Beast after that, and then heading across to the Time Rift. So let's head into the first fight, and we'll crack this Heavenly Armaments and see if we can get through it. Okay, they're pretty fast. We'll be looking for Shock Nova. We'll get rid of these, I think, and we'll draw. Draw. Keep drawing. Okay, this is pretty good. We'll chant Corn Dog. We'll Expert Tracker Corn as well. Getting rid of this Fireball. Oh, there's our Shock Nova. That's exactly what we're looking for. We'll Trace Liar. I think we're going to get rid of this Fortune Telling. And then we'll trace back, we'll scavenge back this trace, cast it on Nenu. And here I'm just going to keep the Gunpowder. I'm not sure if that's correct. I'm going to very aggressively dig for cards. I really want the loaded gun to guaranteed hit volley. So I'm basically going to just deck manipulate Nenukil just to guarantee that volley hits that properly. Could be wrong. I don't know. Still playing him for the first time. Okay, this is a decent hand. I'll start with a draw, I guess. We can put back this helping hand. We have like infinite Inspire on Nenu. We can delay again, and then we can helping hand him back. Okay, we're up to full Inspire. We'll get rid of everything like I said, and then we'll get rid of Slice as well, like this. Then we'll Divine Power, lay on pause, and pass the turn to Nenu. Would have liked a little bit more vulnerable on the enemies, but it should be okay. Okay, we've reshuffled the deck. We hit our proc on volley. You see that? And then we can extra Gunpowder now. We can start with a Camouflage just to keep drawing through the deck. And now when I launch this volley, we're going to draw 2 more cards. That's pretty good. I'm going to Camouflage, I guess, into this Searing Blast is probably fine. We can Ambidextrous our Fan of Knives here, or we'll Chant of Accuracy ourselves. And look, we can Fan of Knives, we can scavenge back the Fan of Knives, we can vanish the Fan of Knives, and there we go. We had a lot of overkill. So feeling pretty good about this. I will take another Bookworm on Corn Dog here. Don't think we're going to take any of these. And oh, from this shop, nothing. we can't spend money. We will go to the Dying Merchant. Not going to try and save him. We'll just ignore this guy. Sorry. And we'll upgrade Wolfie here. Perfect. And then let's head into the to the Raging Beast. I'm just going to go and fight him. Okay, here we are against the other Minotaur, the Raging Beast. And I've killed his brother many times in the arena, so I'm not surprised that he's angry, to be honest. I would be too. We're drawing here, and we can chant Corn Dog ahead. We'll Hunter's Mark him, and I think we can actually just Expert Tracker Liar here. It's probably safe. I think we can get rid of these. It's probably fine. Yeah, like that. Then we'll trace Nenu. We don't need Fan. I'm good with Setup and Slice. Could probably make that work. He has very good card draw on the deck, so we'll give 1 energy, I think, to Liar. Couple to Nenu. Pass the turn. Okay, what's in the deck here? Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll scry ourselves first, just in case. He's on 2 Inspire. So we can get rid of one of these, I think. Probably get rid of Expected. And probably a Piercing Howl too is probably fine to get rid of. We'll put this Helping Hand back. Don't need that. We can Detox, Delay. We'll Divine. We'll Lay. We can Helping Hand up to 5 Inspire. Scry him again. I don't think we need the Vanish either. We'll pass the turn to Nenu. Looking in good shape here. Okay, we'll extra Gunpowder, Chant. And I think we can actually draw with Setup. Oh, that's nice. Okay, we'll put back the Searing Blast and the Slice. We'll draw back into them with the Camouflage anyway. So we will duplicate our Blade Flurry. Camouflage into the Blade Flurry. We'll Adrenaline back up. Get this one back out the discard pile. It's very cheap. We've barely spare. We're still at 9 energy. It's pretty ridiculous. Blade Flurry again. Scavenge it back. Blade Flurry again. We're absolutely slapping. We'll Blade Flurry again. Nice. Okay, here, I'm not taking anything, I don't think. This is pretty cool. I think we'll put the Flail on Andrin and get some slices later. We'll put this Edge of Fury on Nenu. It's going to be great. And then we won't use the ladder here. We're just going to keep moving across. We'll take, we'll forage for some shards here. Fingers crossed. Hey, very nice. Look at that. And then let's jump into the to the Time Rift. See what's going on in here. Okay. We're going to use Nenu's... I have no idea if this makes a difference. I'm going to use Nenu's dialogue option here. Hey, 32 XP, that's pretty good. Then we have a choice. This was my first time. I had no idea what either of these did. I ended up going right here. Flipped a coin. And I think we'll take this free upgrade. This looks pretty good to me. It'd be nice to get a Divine Power upgraded. Let's see how we do here. These guys are very resistant to our damage types. This will be interesting. Okay, this is a tough one. They have plus 40% resistances to our damage types. So even after that vulnerable, they're at 68 slashing, 80 slashing resist. That's pretty annoying. We also drew the hatch here. Okay, I'm going to get rid of these two, the Chant and the Detection. And we'll keep chaining through the deck here. I really would like to find an uproot, if possible. Okay, we'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of that. We'll draw. Scavenge back the setup. And we'll stick the Hunter's Mark back. We'll chant Corn Dog up. Uproot, that's very nice. And here I think we get rid of these. I think that's probably fine. Passing the turn. Okay, I would like Liar just to have a little bit of extra energy. So I'm going to scroll. We're gonna need to speed control here, so I'm pulling the blue scroll of speed out the deck with Bookworm. Now we're ahead of Colin. Perfect. Okay, so I think I'm gonna just draw. Yeah, I'm gonna draw. See what's going on here. Okay, that's nice. We'll put this lay back, and we will detox, delay. It's very nice. A little helping hand. We'll piercing howl, divine power. Then let's check out what's on top of the news deck. Okay, definitely want to get rid of this hatch. The rest of this looks good to me. Let's pass the turn. It's nice damage. Okay, we'll throw away this Chant of Accuracy. And I think we will slice just to proc our Edge of Fury and get down to 8 cards in hand so we can draw with setup here. Okay, that's very nice. We'll put back this Vanish and a Blade Flurry for now. We'll extra Gunpowder and then copy our Fan of Knives like this. We will Camouflage to get some sharp into the Fan. Fan is cheap, so we're going to get it back out of the discard pile. We're going to do exactly the same thing. We'll Camouflage it again and cast it again. Then we're going to draw 2 cards with Volley with extra Gunpowder, so that we've gone through our entire deck. Isn't that bonkers? We can scavenge the cheap Fan of Knives out one more time, vanish it, and then we'll Fan of Knives one more time with the Slice to Spare. Just snuck through there. That was really tough. Oh man. This Ricochet is kind of interesting. I'm probably not going to take it. I like what we're doing at the moment. So let's keep moving forward here. Okay, we're going to upgrade our Divine Power. On Corn Dog, we'll upgrade our Equivalent Exchange. Andrin, I don't know, maybe a Chant or something like that. And then we'll do a Vanish on Nenu. And we leveled up. This is awesome. So this level up double barrel, we can play 2 ranged cards, which is kind of why I was thinking about taking the Ricochet. So we'll level up on Nenu. We'll level up on Corn Dog. We can level up Liar as well. This is fantastic. Momentum's great. And here we get our own little Build-A-Bear pet, Scrappy. And I think I'm going to go for the lightweight version here. Oh, this is nice. I'll take this, I'll try out this sidearm. We get a gunshot when we play a melee attack. It's just a bit of extra damage, so I'm going to give that a try. And then here, what are we doing here? I think we're going to just have Nenu's character event. Okay, excellent. And I think this time I'm going to go around the top. We'll remove 2 cards from the deck and see if we can take these guys down too. Skipping ahead to the pop-off turn. Look how much damage Dryad Mask does. We did the same setup, except this time we get 21 Bless because of duality on Liar and overchargeable Divine Power. We've already half-healthed the enemies just with our armor and pet alone. We will extra Gunpowder, Adrenaline, Chant of Accuracy. We'll draw a card with Camouflage. And Fan of Knives. Oh my god, that's not an insignificant amount of damage. We get this gunshot proc from Sidearm, and we'll finish off Colin with many, many cards to spare. Yeah, we're feeling very strong now. The early game's definitely a struggle. We'll take the Scavenge, and we'll for sure take a second Blade Flurry. Nothing else here. For a card remove, we'll take the Fireball out. We'll take a Deflect out on Andrin. Nothing on Nenukil, I think. I think his deck is looking fine. We'll deal with that later. And then in the armory, we can either choose the Disc Launcher for Scrappy, the Blowtorch, or the Cannon. I opted for the Blowtorch just because it's a chain vulnerable, and I'm probably going to put this on Liar, who has vulnerable charge. So Blowtorch it is, and then we'll keep moving around the disc here. We have a character event. The roll is quite punishing. It's a 6 or higher. You would still go up if you don't have Nenu, but you accumulate a curse. So we can use Nenu's relationship with Thorim or Torim. Apparently he owes us 1. So we'll do that. He's surprised to see us. No way. And he just received a promotion. Congrats. Can't help you without risking my beard and my position. It's like ancient Japan, where if you dishonor the clan, they cut off your hair. But the Dwarven equivalent is they cut off your beard out of dishonor. He's going to be a dad soon. Congrats. Okay, and he's going to let us up. So let's see where we go from here. Okay, it put us in a fight, apparently. And it's just... Oh my god. Well, extra gunpowder. I'm skipping again just to Nenu's pop-off turn. It's the same setup with Andrew. We chant Corn Dog, we get Lyre to cast it, Divine Power, and Inspire Nenukil. Nenu starting with 10 energy. And well, extra gunpowder. we'll ambidextrous the fan. And I guess we'll camouflage into the fan. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably not even playing this that well. I should have sliced first just to get an Edge of Fury proc. We'll scavenge back the fan. And we will get a Blade Flurry out the discard pile and get Thorim down. Oh, wait, that was Thorim. Thorim's an enemy. I thought he was our mate. I don't know. That was Thorim at the end. Wow. What a traitor. We'll definitely take this corrupted setup here. And look, we're on the 3rd floor. So we're going to go to the Ominous Workshop. And Nenu has a character event here, which gets us some gold, some XP, and he'll craft the boots. So we have our little pet Scrappy. And Scrappy is going to give +1 speed, and the Blowtorch, we'll put that on Lyre. It's going to be great. Then Machine Oil. Oh my god, what an unbelievable item on Cornelius. This is going to be especially when we convert Nenu's damage to fire. And then sadly, goodbye, old friend, Dryad Mask, the Corrupted Starfall. I just feel like I have to take Rocket Boots because of Greased Gears. It says Fast on this hero increases all damage done by 1 per charge. So in the late game, having Fast stack with Fast and the Furious is going to be more base damage. So we unfortunately have to part ways with our Dryad Mask. It's so sad. And put these stupid boots back on. Not that I'm resentful. And then we'll come over here. And, okay, it's probably Thorim, because this guy's definitely Thugmir and not Tugmir. So we're going to fight Thugmir. It's a pretty reductive name. And let's see how we go. Okay, here we are against Thuggy on his robot. And he's kind of intimidating, to be honest. As you can see here, he can levitate, which is pretty impressive. Whichever dwarf designed the platform needs to have their beard removed, I think. We'll draw. Okay, excellent. We'll put back the uproots. We'll Hunter's Mark Thuggy. We'll do this on Corn Dog. I think we can trace Lyre, getting rid of Lay, just keeping the delay responses, basically. Then we'll Expert Tracker Nenu. Oh my god. Okay, we'll keep all that. Nenu's deck is feeling silky smooth at the moment. Oh, look, we get our little machine oil proc. Phew. This is going to be so good once we convert Nenu's damage to fire with Volcanic Axe. For now, it's fine, but soon it's going to be amazing. And then Scrappy gets vulnerable up. That's awesome. Okay. We'll delay Nenu, and we can just delay him again, because look, we'll be able to get him back up with Helping Hand here. We'll Piercing Howl, and we'll Helping Hand again just for an extra discount. We'll Fortune Telling just to check what's on the top. We don't need Fan of Knives, we're looking for single target damage here. And then we'll Divine Power. Like this. Passing the turn. We don't have our Dryad Mask anymore, which is very sad. I think we'll throw a Slice out there just to get a proc on Edge of Fury. And we'll ambidextrous our Blade Flurry. I think we can camouflage. Oh my god, into our Blade Flurry. We'll extra gunpowder. We'll Adrenaline. We can set up. Yeah, this is pretty good. We'll scavenge back our Blade Flurry that we made cheap. We can camouflage again. Blade Flurry again. This is pretty good. I think we'll just banish a Blade Flurry again. Yeah, we're hitting very hard. Funnily enough, I don't think I'm gonna take this. I would like Blade Flurries that I can replay from ambidextrous, so this might be a grief. I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take anything here. Okay, and Powerful Demon, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's Belfior. And perfect. So that's the Obsidian Uprising. Very cool. I'll take the character event here. We were so close. Yada, yada. Amelia. Okay, perfect. Got it. All right, in the spirit of time, I'm just going to skip a couple of fights here and keep moving forward. Okay, here we are against Ignido. Oh, Corrupted Wolfie. So good. We'll trace ourselves, and I think we get rid of these. Keeping Scavenge, we're going to try and get some Wild Hunt action. On Nenu, we found this Adrenaline on the way. We also got a free card upgrade. So, for example, on Andrew, we upgraded the Scavenge. In Act 3, we'll change this Adrenaline to blue. We'll draw. We'll play the Wild Hunt, and we're going to trace ourselves, ditching this setup, keeping the rest. We'll scavenge back that setup we just ditched. Draw 3 cards. Stick the Adrenaline back. Detection. Hunter's Mark. And then you can see that Liar's actually going ahead of Corndog. So we'll kick the Inspire Chain off on Liar instead of Corndog this time, because Liar's going to go first. I wasn't able to get a chance of initiative off on Corn. And here we can actually delay Nenukil because there are a couple of scroll of speed in Corn's deck, so I'm not really afraid of, not really too afraid of slow. We don't have the energy for the Lay on Pause, and it's not Bless accretive compared to Overchargeable Divine Power. We'll remember to put 1 Helping Hand on Cornelius to continue the Inspire chain. His Inspire draws 2 perk as well, don't forget. We'll scry Nenu. This looks fine. And we'll do a Divine Power for 9 Bless, passing the turn. And one of the nice things here about Corndog is that we can put all of the Scroll of Intellect, we'll just kill the Spike with Machine Oil. We'll do all of the Scroll of Intellect on Nenu. I guess we can make him super fast. And we'll fire a shield, pass the turn. Not sure the speed is going to make a difference here. Well, extra gunpowder, and we're going to proc Edge of Fury twice with a slice and another slice. Here, I think I'll start with a setup. Okay, amazing. We'll put this Adrenaline back for now, and we'll ambidextrous our Blade Flurry. And I think you know what's coming next. We're going to camouflage into the Blade Flurry. Well, Adrenaline. We will scavenge back the cheap Blade Flurry, and then we'll camouflage into the Blade Flurry. And then we'll set up, putting back the AoE, Fan of Knives and Volley. Don't need those. We'll scavenge back the cheap Blade Flurry, and then we'll vanish into the Blade Flurry. And we'll Blade Flurry. And then why don't we finish things off with the Blade Flurry? Awesome. We're going to take his axe shortly. I don't think any of this is what we're looking for. So we'll pass on all this. And we'll go to the loot. And here, I don't think I need any of this on any other characters, but we're definitely going to take the Volcanic Axe on Nenu. Transform all the damage to fire. No more sharp for us. And I'll see you in Aquafall for Act 3. Okay, we're about to head out of Act 3 town here. And Liar's deck is basically the same. We added this bluff specifically for Heavenly Justice. Bluff is able to proc this so that we're going to Purge 2 on Purge the Wicked, which can be really nice for things like Thorn Proliferation. And Cornelius is nerding out. He's a very booky boy. We got 3 bookworms. We have many, many books in the deck. And this equivalent exchange we upgraded at the back end of Act 2. It's going to be great for us. And we're going to be proccing Machine Oil a bunch of times, which is going to be fantastic. Applying Burn to the enemies to prime them for Nenukils. Now fire damage because of Volcanic Axe. Andrin, we added an Adrenaline. Otherwise, his deck is largely the same other than these 2 slices. We removed some of the other fringe cards. And here, these slices, I took these because we have this Corrupted Flail, which says when you play a melee attack, draw 1. This procs 2 times a turn. And Momentum, Android's level 3, gives you a refund whenever you play a melee attack. Slice is a melee attack, so we can apply a lot of mark, draw a card. This is effectively free. This will be great in the late game against the final bosses, so I put them in now. And then Nenu. We bought another Ambidextrous because we're now in Act 3. We put this Poison Spray in as another ranged attack because we can play 2 now because of his level 3 double barrel. Play 2 ranged attacks, and I would like my second one to be a Poison Spray. We'll be looking to upgrade this as soon as possible. We took out the Camouflage and the Chant of Accuracy because we're no longer doing any sharp stuff. His damage is all fire because of Volcanic Axe, transform damage to fire. And we also took out the Slices because I feel like we can proc our Fast and Furious. It says 5 melee attacks because I'm still rank 1 with him. 5 melee attacks is the procs, and I think we have enough procs now with between Ambidextrous, Blade Flurry, and Scavengers. So could have been wrong decision here to take out the Slices, but I think we'll be okay. I also put an Uproot in Nenukil's deck just in case we come up against a Thorn Proliferation as well. So that's the setup. We have a good chunk of gold, so we'll be looking at... oh, perfect. I was about to say we'll be looking out for equipment shops from our Corruptors. We have a Heavenly Armaments, and let's see what we find here. Okay, they're very quick, as you can see. But luckily, Wolfie, Corrupted, doing some unbelievable work here. We'll trace ourselves, and I think we're going to get rid of this Wild Hunt, so I'm not sure that we need that. We'll probably get rid of this Adrenaline too, keeping everything else. We'll draw. We'll draw, as I said, these Slices are free. We get the refund back from Momentum, we draw. We get the refund back from Momentum, we draw. We'll trace ourselves, and I think I'm going to ditch these like this. We'll scavenge the setup back. We'll draw, put back this Adrenaline, and you can see we can afford this on Cornelius. We'll uproot the enemies, we'll scavenge back our trace. We will Expert Tracker Corn Dog here. I think we can get rid of these. Probably a Bookworm too. We have a lot of ways to find the books. And I'm going to trace Liar here. I think getting rid of a Helping Hand is fine. Passing turn. Now Corn Dog will find our Scroll of Speed. We'll give Liar an energy. Oh, perfect. We'll Scroll of Speed, Scroll of Speed. Look at this burn accumulation. It's absolutely incredible. We'll Scroll of Intellect and Shock Nova here. Perfect. And we will Ember Storm. Just apply a bit of extra burn. Passing the turn. Okay, so here we are going to scry ourselves, I think. Yeah, we'll get rid of these two. We'll draw with Bluff. Draw again. What do we have on the top of the deck here? Just a Detox. Okay, don't need that. We can put back this Expected Prophecy. We can Piercing Howl, delay, then Helping Hand him back up to 16. Helping Hand. Perfect. Okay, Nenu, we are on 9 energy. I think I'm going to start with an Uproot here, just to get a tiny bit of extra vulnerable. We'll proc our level 3 with the ranged attack. That's already very good damage. We'll Adrenaline up. We'll draw. Okay, this is amazing. We'll probably put back... no, setup. Probably not going to need that. We'll Ambi the Fan of Knives. And we'll Ambidextrous the cheap Fan of Knives. We'll start with a Blade Flurry on the front unit, just to get some more fury. And here I think we can Vanish a Fan. It's pretty decent damage. We'll Fan, and yeah, I guess we can finish off with a Poison Spray. Nice, very good damage. Feeling really strong. I'm not sure we need an additional Divine Power right now, so we won't take anything here. And in this shop, I think I'm actually going to take the Cloak of Speed on Corn Dog here. Yeah, this looks good to me. Save us from using Chant of Initiative sometimes. And We'll come across. I'm not going to pay 1,000 gold for the boat. We'll just leave it there. And I think I'd rather have the resources here. We'll fight Monty, who's immune to burn, with a thorn proliferation. Skipping straight to the pop-off turn, you've seen the setup already, and this is why we're playing Uproot. We'll extra gunpowder. God, I wish this was the yellow one. And we'll Uproot. We will fan, scavenge back the fan, vanish the fan, and poison spray. And that Uproot was unbelievable. Saved us so much health. Even though he's immune to burn. We'll finish off Monty here. Not too bad at all. And here we're going to take this Meditate on Lyre. It's going to be amazing. And nothing else on any of the other characters. We'll skip the boat. I'm not truly min-maxing, so we'll skip buying that. Usually if this is more XP. So on high scoring, we either crit, succeed, or buy the boat for XP, but I'm not doing that here. And we have another Thorn Prolif and another Monty. So, and another shop. So I'm going to take a crack at this. And once again, skipping to the pop-off turn, the enemies have 39 thorns on them. We would 100% die without, or very close to it, without this Uproot. This is why we play this card, for exactly this reason. Going to ambidextrous the fan, and then ambi the cheap one. And now we can Uproot. And I'll vanish. We'll fan again. And we'll let Monty flame out so as not to accumulate more thorns. Awesome. Again, don't think I need this divine power. I don't think I need any of this, to be honest. We'll keep moving forward here. And for the shop, very nice. We'll take the Sapphire Ring on Cornelius. We have equivalent exchange, so we can just repump this energy into a different character, which is why I like it on Corndog. Don't think I need to corrupt this Cloak of Speed. One is absolutely fine, and we're low on gold as it is. So let's keep moving forward here. Usually, when I loot here, I'm going to hit level 4, but we're just going to be shy, I think. So I'm going to loot, and then what I'll do is I'll skip to the Rift fight. So let's loot. And very nice. We'll take this Golden Chalice here. Nothing else. And like I said, I'll see you at the Rift. Okay, here we are. We've skipped to the Rift. And well, Adrenaline up to 10 energy. Draw a few cards with setup. That's awesome. We'll extra gunpowder. And we'll throw an Uproot away. We'll volley to draw a couple of cards. We'll ambi the fan, I guess. Yeah, we've more than enough here. Okay, as far as rewards go, amazing. We found a Book of Nightmares on Cornelius. Going to be shuffling the Recurring Nightmare into Nenukil's deck in the late game to do a lot of damage to the bosses. And we picked up this Poison Spray. I was hoping for a second one, and that'll be great too in the late game. Going to keep searching here. Awesome. We'll pick this Dimensional Crystal up on Lyre because it can duplicate Lay on Pause. That's a healing spell. And we obviously have that Golden Chalice that we just found. And nothing else here. And then we're really hoping to fail this with a 4 or 5 or a 6. Let's see if we can do it. Not looking good. Hey, did it. So that puts us on the lower level. Perfect. And we'll take this. We'll level up Nenu to get fast and furious. And let's see if we can fight Colin, who is immune to slow with heavily armaments, for some resources here. Let's see how we go. Yay. So this is basically our worst nightmare. A slow immune Colin with heavily armaments. So like, he's guaranteed to go. It's fine. We can speed control some of the others. He may or may not slow us down. There's a chance that he doesn't slow us down. And even if he does, we'll be fine. We're at full health. We can recover. We have Lay on Pause, so we should be okay. We'll draw here. Keep chaining through the deck, obviously. These slices are great. They're free. They just draw us cards. And we'll set up, putting back this Wild Hunt. We'll chant up Corn Dog. We'll Adrenaline up. We will uproot. And let's Expert Tracker like this, I think is fine. I'm going to be aggressive here and look for Shock Nova. Then we'll trace Nenu, I guess. That looks pretty good, to be honest. And then we'll scavenge back the trace. What do you want, a liar? And let get rid of these two. Keep the rest. Okay, Colin, do your stuff. Nice, we didn't get Shock Nova at least. Okay, passing the turn to Corn Dog here. Let's start, I guess, with the card draw. Okay, then we'll scroll. We will equivalent exchange for a lot. Then we'll scroll Nenukil. Passing the turn. Okay, here we have double lay on pause because of our dimensional crystals. So we'll give Corn Dog a heal. We'll give Andrin a heal. It's pretty nice. We'll proc our duality. And then I think I'm going to scry myself. Oh, nice. Okay, this is good. This is good. We can actually Heavenly Justice to save ourselves some health here. So I'm going to look. You can see duality is 3 out of 4. So I'm going to draw, not keeping bluff, because if I kept bluff, it would get the discount. And then it wouldn't proc Heavenly Justice. I want to proc Heavenly Justice. So now, if I Helping Hand first, then duality is now at 4 out of 4. Now I can meditate, not proccing this discount on bluff. Awesome. Now we can bluff, and we'll get our Purge the Wicked. And this is great because it puts Sanctify on the enemies, so Nenu's going to just full heal with his clear. And we'll get him back to 105 probably coming out this fight. Alright, extra gunpowder, adrenaline, and our enemies are full vulnerable, so don't really need to uproot. I will Fast and Furious though. I think we will start with Poison Spray. Then we'll start chaining through the deck. Okay, we have another Poison Spray here. Probably going to put that back. We'll Adrenaline. What have we got here? Oh, that's annoying. We'll put Blade Flurry back for now. And I think we're going to Poison Spray again. Nice. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so we can ambi the Fan of Knives. We can ambi the cheap one. Okay, excellent. This should be more than enough. And you can see we're back to full health. That's great. And we'll gunshot him down. So look, that's basically the worst case scenario that could have happened to us. I won't take a second Book of Nightmares. One is more than enough, I think. And let's keep moving forward here. Okay, this is another interesting one. We have heavy weaponry and a fiend that's very, very high resistance to fire. So this will be another interesting challenge here for Fire Nenu. Going to take the shop and let's see if we can get through it. And skipping straight to Nenu's pop-off turn here, you can see the fiend is 89% fire resist, and we cannot apply any vulnerable to him. So it's going to be it's going to be interesting. We'll ambi the fan, we'll ambi the cheap fan, and I think I'm just going to Fast and Furious and then start with, we'll throw a fan out there. We'll gunshot the fiend, trying to get some burn on him as quickly as we possibly can. We'll draw with setup here. Okay, excellent. We can gunpowder, and then uproot's useless. They're immune to vulnerable. Here, I think, what do we draw? Yeah, we definitely draw with setup, right? For sure. We'll put the Poison Spray back, and we can Adrenaline. We will fan. We'll get back the cheap fan. We'll get back the cheap fan. This is quite funny. Okay, and then we can I guess we can volley. This is going to be enough. We're getting him down. He's still at 81% fire resist. If I vanish, can we do it? 1, 2, 3. Yeah! We just got him down. Oh, that could have the potential to be rough. Oh, if only this was on the other character. We won't take this. We won't take this. Nothing here. Don't need Vampiric on Corn Dog. Don't mind if I do. The gun was cool, but hey, a corrupted endless bag on the carry. Don't mind if I do. And gonna skip this fight here at the Egg Chamber. See you at the Spider Queen. And we're at Nenu's turn for the Spider Queen. He's on 18 Bless. Well, extra gunpowder and adrenaline up. I think we'll do the cheap ambidextrous on Fan of Knives here. We'll fan. We'll adrenaline. We'll fan. We can set up here. We'll poison spray. We'll scavenge out a Blade Flurry in our discard pile. We'll ambidextrous that Blade Flurry. This is going to be so much damage. Oh my god, it's amazing. Look at that. We could have played a Blade Flurry, another Blade Flurry. Love it. Ooh. No, I'm just joking. Don't take Puncher, please. Nothing here. And let's take a look. Alright, we'll take the mixed salad on Cornelius. Nothing else, I don't think. And we'll head above ground. In this fight, going to take this free upgrade. I'll skip the fight. It's a very straightforward fight. And so after this upgrade, I'll see you in the Hydra. Okay, here we are against the Hydras, and they are super tanky. They have Courage, Insulate, and Reinforce. Here's the line, let's go through it together. We'll draw, and we'll draw again. And then we'll trace ourselves, getting rid of this Adrenaline, this Slice, this Wild Hunt, Chant of Initiative. We'll then trace ourselves again, putting this set up into the discard pile. We'll scavenge it back out like this. We'll draw. And we'll put this Adrenaline back. We're going to double uproot. Then we will expert tracker Corn Dog. This looks pretty good to me. So we'll keep this, and then we will scavenge back our trace, and we'll put the trace on Liar. Now we don't need the Piercing Howl anymore, I don't think. Don't think we need this Fanaticism, and probably not Delay or Detox either. Pass the turn. Alright, we'll, I guess we'll Bookworm first, get the books out of the deck. We'll Bookworm again. Get Scroll of Speed here, and then we will draw. Okay, we can get the Recurring Nightmare out of the deck as well, I guess. We'll scroll. Look at this, these Machine Oil procs, so good. We'll Carrot. Emberstorm, Shock Nova. Lots of burn accumulation, that's nice. Give Liar an Inspire. Give Nenu an Inspire, passing the turn. Okay, we're at decent vulnerable here. I'm going to draw with Meditate, and I kind of don't want to Heavenly Justice this Insulate, just to see if we can, kill the Hydras without it. So let's keep procking our discounts here. We'll draw. And like I said, I'm fine to. I'm not going to use Heavenly Justice, and let's just see if we can what we can do here. We'll lay, and then we'll lay again, and then I think we will scry Nenu. We don't need this uproot. We'll scry him again. Yeah, I think all that looks good to me. Then we'll Fortune Telling him. Okay, this all looks fantastic. And then we'll Divine Power him too. Okay, so let's see if we can kill them all. This guy's... at least they're low. We've got their resists quite low. But they're typically quite fire resistant. We'll start with drawing, I think. Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll put this Adrenaline back for now. And then I think we just draw... again. Yeah, okay, that's nice too. We can adrenaline up to 10. We'll ambi the fan. Same on the cheap one. And then I think we start with a poison spray actually to draw and get some fury. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Then we will fan, scavenge back, and fan. Scavenge back. And then I think that we will fan. And then maybe we'll fan. Okay. Now we will vanish. And will this be enough? Come on. Yeah. Okay, even though they were super tanky, still managed to get through it without our level 4 as well. It's pretty impressive. Here, I don't think any of this is important to us. Gonna keep moving forwards here. Same with this stuff. Don't need any of this. Take the gold, and I'll see you shortly in Act 4. Okay, here we are in Act 4 town. We're about to head out. Let's go through the character decks. We still have our Bluff and Heavenly Justice on Lyre. I bought a Divine Guidance, which we're looking to upgrade, and late game this is going to allow us to do a lot of Bless on Nenu. We have this Fanaticism that we found in the late stages of Act 3, and otherwise I think the deck is largely the same. We did buy this in Rage, spent a lot of shards on that, and we couldn't afford another Meditate, unfortunately. Cornelius is a bookie boy, and we bought a Scorching Ray on Corndog. Otherwise, his deck is largely the same. We also have this Mana Gem on Cornelius in order to afford all of our cards against Hanshuk and the Archon. Andrin, same story. His deck's pretty much unchanged. We're just looking to Slice, Chant of Initiative, Expert Tracker, and Uproot with excess energy. And for the final bosses will be Wild Hunting. And then on Nenu, we have our Ambidextresses. I don't know what the plural of Ambidextrous is. We have our Blade Flurries. I took out the Volley. We have our 2 poison sprays. I'm going to upgrade this as soon as I can with a free upgrade to make them both free. We still have our Uproot just in case of Thorn proliferation. And otherwise, the deck is pretty much good to go. The only other thing to note is on Corndog, I bought Flamey. We're going to get the final bosses to like 200 burn before they even go. And Flamey's going to help us do that. And that's it. So let's head out. And I didn't roll the blob node. I do like the blob. I'm actually going to go up here across, read the books, come down here, and then do the twins. And in the interest of time, I'm actually going to skip this section of the map, and I'll see you in the twins fight. Okay, here we are at the twins. Let's go through the line together. Note that we are level 5, so we have Wildfire on Cornelius, we have Mark for Death on Andrin, and we have Greased Gears on Nenukil, so we can finally make use of our rocket boots that we've been saving the entire game just for this moment. We'll start with the Trace here. We'll get rid of everything that's not these 3, Slice, Adrenaline, and Wild Hunt. We'll draw, and then we'll draw. Perfect. We'll put back this Uproot. We'll grab the setup out the discard pile. Drawing again, putting back Hunt. Doesn't matter because we're going to redraw with Slice anyway. And then we'll pull this Uproot. We'll get the enemies up to a 6 vulnerable. It's pretty amazing. We'll Expert Tracker Corndog. I'm going to be pretty aggressive here. Going to get rid of everything, I think, that's not these 3. Then we'll Trace Lyre. And I actually going to get rid of Heavenly Justice. Don't need it. We'll make use of this Divine Guidance. Okay, so we'll bookworm the final book out of the deck. We'll transfer our burn to the front to Dawn. And then we'll Hellflame, give some Scrolls of Intellect to Nenu, applying so much burn with the Machine Oil. Oh my god, that's amazing. Look at this. Oh, that's crazy. We'll Scorching Ray, Fiery Shield, and then give Lyre a lot of energy. Look at this burn. Oh my god. It's 126, 145 respectively. I'm going to Divine Guidance the Divine Power, and we'll start drawing here. Bring back the Fortune Telling. What's interesting that Greased Gears It does give immune to slow, which basically has no impact in the late game other than our delay responses no longer... We don't need the detoxify. He's immune to slow, which is quite funny. Okay, let's scry ourselves here and see what's going on. Okay, this is pretty nice. I think we do it like this. Yeah, actually, maybe we do it like that. Yeah, that looks good to me. So we can draw like this, then we can draw and put back the detox that we don't need. Then we will enrage up. Oh my god, this is nuts. We'll do this. We are, of course, don't need to detox, like I said, anymore, which is quite funny. We will lay on pause again. We'll divine power for some, and then fanaticism back up, and divine power again. We don't have much inspire, but Nenu's card drawer is just amazing, so should be fine. Speaking of which, we will set up. Oh, awesome. We'll put back Blade Flurry like this. We can extra gunpowder, poison spray. It's going to draw us some cards. Okay, the poison spray really does not like Dawn. That's kind of funny. We'll ambidextrous our Blade Flurry here. We'll scavenge it. And, sorry, vanish it. We'll scavenge it back out. And let's see how much this does. Yeah, that's a decent chunk. We'll just play these over and over for days. Perfect. Okay. Could have done that different maybe to draw some more cards, but hey, they're dead, they're dead. We do not want this. I don't think it's that good for what I'm trying to do. And this is annoying. Netherblade is obviously fantastic, but we just don't need it. And Gladiator Helmet. I would love to take this on Nenu, but I cannot because of the rocket boots. I need rocket boots for greased gears. So that's kind of sad that I can't take anything. And in the interest of time, I'm going to skip a couple of fights here, and we'll keep moving forward. We rejoin here at the Corruptor fight just before the final bosses. We were against heavy weaponry, and a little bit's changed, not a huge amount. We'll draw with setup. We'll put this Blade Flurry back, and I think we'll scavenge out a setup from the discard pile, actually, and we'll draw with that. Fantastic. We can put the Blade Flurries back, to be honest. We should be fine with just Fan of Knives here. And we will ambidextrous them all. Oh my god, it's so crazy. I think this is going to be fine. Yeah, look how much damage that is. And we have a poison spray to finish with a draw 2 from extra gunpowder. So yeah, you can see Nenu late game is just an absolute monster. We're going to pass on all this stuff. And then the campsite, we're going to do a card remove. I removed the uproot earlier, rejigged a few things. Let's go through the decks together. So Liar, we're at a lean 15. We changed the bluff to 0 cost. We removed the scry. We removed the detoxify because delay response no longer slows. Nenu, we got rid of a lot of cards from Liar's deck. Piercing Howl is gone, for example, because we have 2 uproots on Andrin that are blue now. And we have good pets that will apply a vulnerable, so Piercing Howl is gone. And the goal with Liar is I'd like to play 2 divine powers, one with divine guidance, one with a normal overchargeable divine power. So that's the goal here. And I think she could chain through her entire deck. We'll find out shortly. Cornelius, we of course have our Book of Nightmares. The plan will be to shuffle that in Nenu's deck. And I changed the Scroll of Speed from blue to yellow. This makes it innate because I actually want to actively expert tracker it off the top of Cornelius's deck. So I'm stacking the top of his deck with bad cards to effectively thin Cornelius's deck. We no longer need the Shock Nova, and we're down to a nice lean 15 cards with Corndog 2. And same with Andrin. The goal is to get Wild Hunt, Slice, Slice. We change these uproots to blue so that we can apply Vulnerable on the final bosses. And I think I can one-shot both these guys, especially with the reduced health, which we'll touch on shortly. And then Nenu. We're going to take out the Fan of Knives that has served us so well since the start of Act 2. Like I said, I think we can just gun Handshook and Archon down. So I'm going to take that out. We took out the uproot, and we're at a lean 17 cards. It's very good card draw, so I don't think we could ever break. And we found this extra ambidextrous too. So we have one blue and 2 yellow. And we're just going to replay Blade Flurry over and over and over. And we'll get 2 free poison sprays because of our character passive should be golden. So with that in mind, let's head into the final bosses. We'll give this to Nenu. He's very succinct with his dialogue. And let's see how we go. Okay, here we are. You can see Cornelius is faster, so we don't need to do any of the speed stuff. That's why I took out the Chant of Initiatives on Andrin, because we have the Cloak of Speed. We'll Wild Hunt and we'll draw, and then we'll trace ourselves. And I think we ditch this uproot. Adrenaline, something like this looks fine to me. We'll draw again, tracing ourselves and putting this setup into the bin, getting it back out with Scavenge or Draw. Put the Expert Tracker back, slice, uproot. We'll track a corn. I'm going to be very aggressive here. Look, I'm going to get rid of all of this stuff to guarantee to get through the whole deck. Don't need any of this. Just stack the top of the deck with innate cards that we're ultimately not going to need. Then I'm going to trace Liar, and I think I'm going to get rid of this Fortune Telling. We'll pass the turn to corn here. Okay, we'll Hellflame and Tomato, and we'll scroll Liar once. We'll scroll Nenu once, and we'll of course give the Inspire to Liar to keep the Inspire chain going. We drew through the entire deck, you can see with Cornelius here. And we should get him up to full burn. Look at that, full burn, no problem. Shuffle a Book of Nightmares into Nenu's deck. We don't even need this Fiery Shield. Instead, we're going to give all the energy to Liar here. And Scrappy's going to chip in, so we're up to max vulnerable stacks of 7 vulnerable, 200 burn, also 39 marks, not bad. Here we're going to lay on pause to spend some energy. We'll lay on pause again, and we'll bluff. And we found this Meditate, couldn't upgrade it, unfortunately. We will Helping Hand Nenu, and I'm going to spend some energy here, just a little bit. I want to keep going through the deck. Check this out. So we draw, and we keep drawing here. Oh my god, this is so bonkers. We'll draw, we'll go up to full energy. We'll put this in our deck. We'll draw again. Put back this Fortune Telling. I think we might as well Helping Hand Nenu here. And Divine Power. Nenu. Oh, unbelievable. Liar is just so good. Look at these turns. 34 Bless. Now, unfortunately, we did not draw our ranged attacks, so they're not discounted, which is a shame. I think we'll be fine either way, but it's kind of annoying. Didn't have the deck manipulation to do it. We'll Ambi the Blade Flurry. We'll Ambi the cheap one. Need to keep track of these. We'll set up. Okay, perfect. I'll keep one of these poison sprays in the hand because we can draw 2. Get a bit of fury from double barrel. Play another one, draw 2. And we drew through the entire deck. Look at this. So we'll Ambi the... I'm struggling to keep track. I think this is a cheap one. Now we can start Blade Flurrying and Blade Flurry. And we can scavenge back 0 cost Blade Flurry. It's just so ridiculous. 0 cost Blade Flurry. How many fury can we get here? 63 fury. We have 2 more Blade Flurries left, but we're going to kill him. We could vanish now and then do a recurring nightmare for like, I don't know, a few thousand, 3,000 or 4,000 damage, something like that. Perfect. Okay, and here we are against the Archon. Skip straight to Nenu's turn. You know the drill. And one thing that makes me sad is in the current patch, they nerfed Archon's base HP. He used to have like 14,500 health. And I would enjoy seeing how much damage we can do to him. But now he's only on 12,000, which upsets me greatly. So let's Poison Spray. We actually got our discounts on both Poison Sprays, which is great. We can Fast and Furious. We can Ambidextrous our Blade Flurry here. And Adrenaline some energy up. We'll Poison Spray again to keep drawing. Oh my god, look at this. Okay, so we have a free Blade Flurry now. I'm going to throw this Blade Flurry away, just so we can keep drawing here. And we drew through the entire deck again. It's just so good. Oh my god. So we'll go to full energy. And we'll start playing our free Blade Flurries. Here's another free one. Let's get back the free one. Oh, see what I mean? Like we're gonna kill him too quick. Is this gonna kill him? Oh my god, it's close. So we have 63 Fury right now. We have we're 48 speed because of greased gears, which is actually giving us a damage boost. It's where is it? Here you go. We get 51 from Bless and 16 from our fast of base damage boost, which is kind of cool. And we have 2 more Blade Flurries left over, so we could get more than 63 Fury. This is 63 Fury on turn 1 on a Scout, by the way, without Infuriate. That is bonkers. And I think what we'll do is we'll Vanish, and let's see how much Recurring does. Okay, Recurring, this could do... Oh my god, this could do 8,000 more damage, roughly, to him. So let's launch that. Very good. So there we have it. Nenu carry, conversion to fire, run through M16. And my mistake, I was rank 0, not rank 1. So I definitely made some mistakes, I think. Not playing Shiv and Poison Dart, it was an oversight on my part. The small weapon package with the 0 cost cards should have been in his opening deck. Could have definitely played the early game a lot better. We didn't turn 1 Ylmir, which is disappointing, but we managed to OTK pretty much everything else on the map. I find him really fun, and I think that his damage ceiling is really high, as you can see at the end there. I don't think any scout could do anywhere near that amount of damage to the final bosses. And I like the style of kind of balancing between melee and ranged. I think he's a very high skill ceiling character, and he kind of necessitates a lot of Inspire. You have to funnel a lot of Inspire to him, you have to buff him, you have to deck manipulate him to get the ranged cards in the opening hands. So he really necessitates a high level of gameplay to get the most value out of Nenu. And I'm looking forward to playing with him more. I definitely think I could improve some of the gameplay here. But hopefully this was helpful on our first outing through M16 with Nenu, and in the one-shot style, because he can only shoot once. And there you go, Gimli with a gun. See you soon.